On 5, a story that's getting national attention tonight. A strange twist to the savage triple murder of a family in Pensacola that has even shocked investigators. It sounds bizarre, but the Escambia County Sheriff says witchcraft is involved in the murders of an elderly woman and her 2 sons. News 5's JB Buno joins us live from the Webb Center. And JB, I understand there's a person of interest in this case. But there's another piece of the puzzle that's been uncovered.
There is, Mel. As if the story wasn't crazy enough, we've learned that the bodies were found laid out for some kind of ritual murder, and one of the sons found brutally murdered with his family was a key member of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. It was inside this Pensacola home where Escambia Sheriff's deputies made a startling discovery, one that even left Sheriff David Morgan at a loss for words. 3 bodies, each of them mutilated in the same way, found arranged in a ritual killing.
It's witchcraft. I'll say that right now. You know, there are different factions of that.
77-year-old Von Seal Smith and her 2 sons, Richard and John.
Both of the sons are very large men, meaning very tall, obviously potentially very physically powerful men.
Killed on a special night in some witchcraft lore.
You know, the time of death, we believe, on Tuesday also coincides with what's referred to as a blue moon, which occurs every 3 years.
All 3 were found savagely beaten in the same way, but Richard Smith was found with a gunshot wound to the head. It was later discovered Richard was a critical member of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, high up enough that Sheriff Morgan had to work with U.S. government officials.
We felt it, practicing due diligence and prudence to ensure that they were comfortable with the fact that because of his employment, there was no issues involving national security.
The Smith family were said to be wealthy but reclusive, living in this home for 27 years.
Neighbors have related to us that they've never met members of this family.
And this witchcraft ritual murder was far from a smash-and-grab robbery.
But there was a sizable amount of cash found at the house inside a safe that was not taken.
Detectives are still working the case, but have a person of interest. He's described as a white male with specific ties to a faction of witchcraft.
The time of the blue moon every 3 years, the method of the murders, and also our person of interest is known to practice.
A triple ritual murder with signs of witchcraft, a key member to the Department of Homeland Security, and a mysterious person of interest. All key parts of the puzzle coming out of Pensacola. Now, as for the discovery of the bodies and how they were found, we've determined that the details, they're just too gruesome for broadcast. If you want to learn more, we do have the details up from investigators on WKRG.com. You can find it right here behind me in the web story. Mel, Sheriff Morgan acknowledged this is a complex, multi-layered case that they've spent days dissecting before today's press conference. We're going to follow this story very closely out of Pensacola and update our WKRG Facebook fans as soon as new information is available.
And we thank you very much, JB.